Hello, and Ben and I are back. We're so happy you decided to join us. Thanks so much for tuning in. And welcome to episode 4 of our lessons on how to stop binging on electronics. So how do you think the process has gone so far?
I think the process, in my experience, has gone really well so far.
Right, and we've been dealing with some stuff as we've been recording this, right?
Yeah.
So one of the things that I wanted to bring to you is we're going through this process too, and our life isn't always rainbows and daisies. Okay, and we are a family, right? And we're going through stuff too. Ben and I are really sad because our dog is kind of old,
and we have to put him to sleep.
Right, and so we're dealing with that as we're bringing this to you, and Ben's pretty sad about it. But one of the things that we get to do and the ways that we get to be in the universe is to take all of the ways that we're learning and bring them to you. So with that, today I want to talk about discomfort. So last week we talked about creating your results from who you are, right? But what's the first thing that happens, Ben, when you discover who you are?
Well, for me, it kind of was a revelation,
right?
Like, oh yeah, I'll do my best to be true in this episode. It's kind of hard when you learn that your emotional support animal is dying.
Right, and so you understand who you are, but then what that means is that you then feel compelled to go out and be that person, okay? And that can be uncomfortable. Has that happened to you?
Oh, heck yeah.
Right? So today what I want to talk about, what Ben and I are going to talk about, is the delight process and creating delight in discomfort. So delight is one of these things that I call a coaching lyric, right? It's a mnemonic. It's an easy way for you to remember some tools to help you think as you deal with the discomfort of creating doable electronics plans.
The first step in the delight process is different.
It's allowing for discomfort to feel different instead of scary.
So, if you have a pen and pencil paper, write this down. Sorry about taking forever.
Right? So Ben's uncomfortable, and so he's apologizing, because a lot of times when we feel uncomfortable, we want to make people around us feel better because we feel terrible, because discomfort is interpreted by our brains as something really terrible. What if you just allowed it to feel different, okay? And just let that process today, that you are out there doing doable electronics plans, you're learning how to stop binging, and it's uncomfortable, and you're just going to allow that discomfort to feel different. Okay? When you are playing your game, so I was thinking about this, okay, while I was walking this morning. When you're playing your games, your hero, whatever it is that you're playing, I want you to really think about how that hero deals with discomfort. Okay, Ben hates the chalk. I know, we have new kids, and new kids don't understand chalk. All right, so Ben, do you think that the heroes deal with discomfort well or badly?
Probably pretty well, because they're the heroes of their own story.
Do you think the BBEGs deal with discomfort well or badly? They just don't. They think discomfort is wrong, and something's going wrong when they're uncomfortable, and so they have to go out and do whatever evil thing that they are doing to get rid of the discomfort, right?
Yes. Another thing you can do to help, I won't say fight your BBEG,
Mm-hmm.
But to help understand it is personifying it. Like I personify mine as the Balrog. You would understand what that is if you've seen Lord of the Rings.
Right? So we have all of those things. What is the personification of your BDEG and what is the personification of your hero? Okay, so that's allowing discomfort to be different. Now, when we get to the next step of easy, what are y'all trying to do when you're playing your games?
I'm trying to pop balloons.
You're trying to pop balloons, but you're finding the easy solution, right?
Yes.
Because easy is more fun.
That's called the tax zone.
Right. And so what if you let discomfort be easier? What if you just allowed it to be easier, just like your hero is out and they're solving problems, right? But you're not solving problems from the most complicated way of doing things. That's not how you win any game. You solve problems from letting it be easy. Okay?
That's actually how you win BD6.
Right? You let it be easy. Okay? So then, what do you think about that? What if you let it be easy? All right, so discomfort. What if you allowed love in your discomfort? Take it away, Ben. Ben wants to talk about love.
Love is an emotional sensation that allows you to feel connected to XYZ. In this case, I'm feeling connected to my mom by YouTubing with her because we're coaching while we're YouTubing, and that I feel close to my mom. I feel close to my puppy when we snuggle. That's love.
Right. And so when we think about doing our doable electronics plan and the discomfort that comes with stepping away from your electronics, the timer is up, right? And you're like popping balloons and you want to keep popping balloons. What does allowing love for that discomfort look like?
Allowing, you sure about this now?
No, you can just talk to the camera.
Allowing love for their discomfort would look like stopping, looking at what I did, closing it down, and then I guess thinking about what just happened.
Right. And allowing yourself to grow. So that's what love looks like. All right, now, so Ben, before you write something else, it's okay. You don't have to write something for everything. How about intention?
Oh, intention.
How does your intention work with your discomfort?
Your intention works with your discomfort. Like your discomfort strengthens your intention because you feel like something, because unless you're some sort of superhuman, the discomfort strengthens your intention because the discomfort makes you feel horrible and you want to get to your intention quicker.
Well, right. And so when you're feeling uncomfortable, one of the things that you can always ask yourself is,
what is my intention?
What is my intention? So when I'm doing anything and I feel super uncomfortable, I ask myself, what does love, service, and self-respect do here? Okay. And one of your intentions, Ben, was love, and you can always ask, what does love do here?
In this case, it creates a hug.
There we go. Okay, and so that's actually a great segue. What does it look like to be gentle and allow gentleness in your discomfort? Most of the time we don't, right, Ben?
Right.
How hard is it for you to allow gentleness in your discomfort?
It's pretty hard for me, mostly because of my anxiety, because Balrog and Phil.
Phil's the name of his anxiety.
Much easier for me and my mom if we personify our emotions. Also easier for my brother, who you'll see eventually. It's like
so you got to speak up to the camera.
Anyway, it's hard for me to be gentle because I'm OCD and anxiety, and it makes me feel like something's wrong with me. And while I know it isn't in my mind, it just makes me feel like that.
Right. And so we have negativity bias, right? And we tend to believe the bad stuff and pretend that's what's really true. But gentle says that's just our old habit thinking. And when we're living in our intention, we're allowing discomfort and being the hero of our own story, then that's really, really gentle, right?
And if it helps you, and it might help me, name you gentle.
That's a great idea, Ben. What is your gentle name? You can think about it and we can come back to it in the next episode, okay? All right, so now, Ben, turning around, facing the camera. Next one is helpful help.
Don't I know?
Right, so one of the things that we do as a family with the kids is when they, like if they have to like earn money or they want something, there's some work that has to be done, or they want to earn electronics over and above what's in their doable electronics plan, we say they have to provide helpful help, right? So
some examples of unhelpful help would be cleaning out the refrigerator by eating all of it.
Or cleaning out the refrigerator and leaving everything on the counter for somebody else to do.
Unhelpful help. Helpful help would be cleaning out the refrigerator, organizing the stuff that needs to go back in the refrigerator, then figuring out what can and does and does not need to go in the refrigerator.
Right, and then throwing the stuff away that isn't good anymore. That's helpful help. When we're looking at our discomfort,
please don't let anything go bad in the refrigerator. It smells like.
Smells terrible, right? We all know that. So allowing helpful help in your discomfort means not wallowing in your discomfort, oh, woe is me, and pulling up all of those old terrible thoughts about how you can't do this. That is not helpful help. Coming to this from a place that we're never going to figure it out, sure, you're going to spend some time there, but that doesn't provide helpful help to your discomfort. Providing helpful help to your discomfort looks like following the delight process. Okay, finally, Ben, we're going to talk about allowing thoughts. Okay, so the chalk just broke. So Ben, you have thoughts about that, don't you?
Yes, like, the time when it broke, I just lost my grip on it.
Oh, okay. All right.
It didn't break.
So allowing thoughts, Ben. What happens?
An example of a thought I have is, I need braces. I really do.
Okay, that's a thought, right? When you're in discomfort, all of these thoughts are going to shoot up into your head. Lots of thoughts around this should be happening, this shouldn't be happening, okay? And allowing delight, creating delight in discomfort looks like allowing those thoughts and just recognizing them and not doing anything about them just yet.
Correct. And what my mom said about should and shouldn't, if you watched Brooke Castillo or listened, you know that those are manuals. And me personally, that just escalates me. We have a scale of escalation on 1 to 11.
1 to 11. 1 to 11.
I'm at like a 2.5. I'm not very escalated.
Right now you're at a 2.5, right? Maybe in the next episode, we'll talk about discomfort and escalations and how families can deal with that, because we deal with that all the time. So that's what we got for you today. I want you to look at your discomfort and allow the delight process to enter into your discomfort. Let us know how it goes.
Like and subscribe.
Have a great day, everybody.